NoKo threatens to cancel the June 12th summit with President Trump. They're saying, we don't want economic assistance in exchange for denuclearization. Is that crazy on their part? Has NoKo gone loco? 3% Treasury yields now exceed the yield on the S&P 500 dividends. Does this increase our portfolio's risk? Small caps continue to strengthen on the relative rotation graph, and our first webinar is now just 2 weeks away. Do you know what's in your portfolio? If you don't, you should. If you want to know, we can help. Here's what's moving the markets and your money. I'm Charles Brown. It's Wednesday, May 16th, and this is CB3 on 3.
At CB3 Financial Group, we don't just manage your assets, we become one of them.
In political influences, North Korea warned it would cancel the June 12th summit if Washington insists on rapid disarmament and denuclearization. NoKo said it isn't interested in trading its weapons for economic assistance, and yet last week Secretary of State Mike Pompeo traveled to North Korea for a second meeting with the leader Kim Jong-un. He returned with 3 detained U.S. citizens, a move that Mr. Trump said signaled North Korea's willingness to improve ties with the U.S. Here's my take on the political implications for our investments. Folks, Mr. Trump is expecting tough negotiations with the North Koreans. As I said last week, get used to it. It's the art of the deal in motion. President Trump refuses to be bound by existing agreements that are not in America's best interest. His strategy? Prod, cajole, and intimidate global rivals to do what his predecessors couldn't do. How does this affect our portfolios? The Dow is still up more than 8,000 points since the 2016 election. What I am seeing is that over the course of this year, the market has become more accustomed to Mr. Trump's tactics. For our portfolios, this is a positive, as the crazy market moves from February, March, and April appear to be calming down here in mid-May as the market accepts Mr. Trump's style as the new de facto for U.S. foreign policy. That is the topic of our webinar in 2 weeks, Investing in Today's Crazy Markets. I hope you'll join us. You can sign up right here on the screen. In fundamental influences, first quarter earnings are just about done, and it's been a great one. 79% of the S&P 500 delivered higher than forecast earnings, with the energy sector leading the pack. Here's an example. Just today, Macy's, which is in our organic value program, is up nearly 10% as they shocked the markets with a very strong first quarter earnings report. Macy's report boosted other U.S. retailers too, in what appears to be a resurgence of U.S. consumer confidence. Industrial production and single-family housing starts both rose in April. Here's my take on the fundamental implications for our investments. Despite all the good fundamentals news as we approach summer, the Federal Reserve continues to raise benchmarks, and the short-term Treasury rates have inched relentlessly higher. The S&P 500 index dividend yield has fallen below the 3-month T-bill yield for the first time since 2008. A decade. That has investors weighing that a move out of riskier assets such as dividend-paying stocks or short-term corporate bonds might be in their best interest. We don't agree with that position, but this is a big deal, and we will make our CB3 stock selection even more razor-focused as we head into the summer months. We are indeed investing in crazy markets today, which is why that is the topic of our webinar. Sign up here. In technical influences, look at the small cap asset class whose strength we have been reporting for the last several months. It's now pushing even further into the leading quadrant, while the NASDAQ appears to be pausing. The Russell 2000 Index, our small cap program benchmark, just hit a lifetime high 3 hours ago and will be closing today at a new lifetime high. Further good technical news is that the S&P 500 has sustained its breakout of the 3-month correction trading range that it established since the lifetime high on January 26. So as we look for new stocks to buy heading into summer, small caps and technology will be our favorite places for ideas. With 92% of the S&P 500 having reported in their first quarter, revenues and profits are looking very strong. And that's CB3 on 3 for Wednesday, May 16th. Sign up today for investing in today's crazy markets. Go to cb3.com/webinar. What's in your portfolio? If you want to know, we can help. I'm Charles Brown, and at CB3 Financial Group, we don't just manage your assets, we become one of them.